It's a senior salute and one final chance for so many players to enjoy the excitement of high school football. Welcome to the Week 9 edition of the High School Blitz, where we've come to the end of the road in the regular season. Conference titles are on the line, as are playoff berths, while some are just trying to go out on a high note. We start in the North Shore Conference. Whitefish Bay celebrating homecoming and senior night, trying to win their conference title with Slingers standing in their way. Down a touchdown of the first, Tanner Hora spotting Jack Murray for a third down conversion. That sets up an Avery Kurth score to tie things up. The Blue Dukes respond. Sean Callahan picking up a couple of key blocks, dodging a few tackles, and finding the end zone from 16 yards out. Then he shows us he can play both ways. On the Owls' first play of the ensuing drive, Hora throwing deep and Callahan there for the interception. Bay wins the North Shore Conference with a 21-14 win. In the Southern Lakes, Burlington and Waterford both coming in with 4-2 conference records. Waterford up 7-3 in the third when Burlington's Tommy Teberg avoids the rush, finding Drew Lang for 30 yards. That leads to a touchdown, 9-7 at that point. Waterford looking to regain the lead, but there's a fumble. Burlington's Murphy Diggins recovers near the goal line, and it would go like that the rest of the way for Waterford. Burlington edging them 9-7.
It's a little extra juice against this team. You know, they've had our number the last number of years. I think they've won 6 out of the last 8 conference championships. But, you know, we've been on the good side of this the last couple of times. We knew it'd be physical. Coach Bakken does a great job of getting his kids ready. Our kids just happen to make a couple more plays tonight.
An up-and-down season has Arrowhead looking to regain momentum going into the postseason, but Oconomowoc has already stopped the longest win streak in Wisconsin this season. It sets up a classic in the Classic 8, and it's this week's High School Blitz Game of the Week. Here's Lily Zhao with the story.
The last week of the regular season brought a closely contested game between two rivals. Oconomowoc strikes first. Jack Hellman finds Carter Tower for the 17-yard score, 7-0 Raccoons. Elijah Maher-Parr carried the load for the Warhawks. After a touchdown, here's his second. He's in from 10 yards out. Arrowhead takes the 14-7 lead. The Raccoons respond with 10 seconds left until the half. Hellman connects with Connor Doyle for the 3-yard score. We're tied at 14. Arrowhead's defense comes through in the second with Oconomowoc driving. Riley Klauszinski makes the pick. It's his second interception of the game. That'll set up this go-ahead touchdown by Maher-Parr, who rolls on in from 7 yards out. There's the hat trick. Warhawks lead at 21-14, and the defense would make sure it stay that way. Arrowhead wins it 21-14.
Going into playoffs, we really need this, especially, to potentially get a home field advantage in the playoffs, and also just the rivals, a lot of hate towards each other, respectfully though, but it feels really good.
The Warhawks ending their regular season on a high note with the victory. Now that they're heading into the postseason, what's their mentality? Elijah told me they are poised and ready to make a run at state. Reporting from Arrowhead High School, Lily Zhao, Fox 6 Sports.
Perfection and the Midwest Classic title on the line for Kenosha St. Joseph hosting Living Word Lutheran. Dalen Tyler coming up with a big defensive stop for Living Word. Soon, St. Joe's was rolling, though. Jacob Ashmus with the DeAndre Baptiste on the swing pass, and this big gain, well, it leads to a touchdown. Next drive, it's Ashmus and Baptiste again, and these two seem to find a nice rhythm after that tough run. Look at this, so hard to get down, and this is why these guys are in a nice rhythm. And then he cuts back, finds Pater, and that is a nice run. I mean, this guy was unbelievable in this game. He just kept running and running and hopping in for the score. Check out Caden Tollfree as he flexes his approval. St. Joe's now 9-0 and your Midwest Classic champions with a 56-18 win. In the Richardson division of the City Conference, King trying to remain perfect in conference, facing Marshall at South Stadium. King driving, Nate White, the nice run, but the drive stalls. Next drive, White calling his own number, and this time he gets in for the score. 7-0 King at that point, but Marshall pulls off the upset, winning 21-19. Now here's a look through Leach's lens tonight. Award-winning photojournalist Mickey Leach saying, how about some Mike and Ike? Twin brothers Mike and Ike Moore officiating the game between Marshall and King. Also, a very special moment with MPS honoring South Stadium fixture Mike Wenzel. He's been working there for 40 years, and he's been there even longer. He started playing there in junior high all the way back in 1961. Congratulations to him. Undefeated Greendale hosting arch rival Greenfield, with the Panthers looking to clinch the Woodland title. Greenfield would lead early, but it's all Panthers after that. Anthony Sardina taking the pitch and running it in. They scored 28 unanswered, and Greendale heads into the playoffs at 9-0 after their 31-7 win. Well, what a season this has been as Friday Night Football once again lights up the area. Congratulations to all the seniors whose careers came to an end tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure showing your accomplishments this year. This, however, isn't the end of the high school Blitz this season. We'll have playoff editions all the way through the state championships, so be sure to join us again next Friday night as level 1 of the tournament kicks off.